Mercer sent out a thing about fuel prices. Fuel prices went down last night, and they just sent out a thing that they're predicting the fuel prices to go down 15 cents tonight. All right, good morning. We're over here in Hastings, Nebraska. It's a little chilly. Had to dig out the beanie. I don't know if you look through the hole right there. You can see the trains coming. I thought there was one coming. So this is the mess we got. These 4 baskets are the only ones that need to be tarped. And instead of just trying to tarp 4 baskets, what we're going to do is just get one tarp, half a tarp, and just roll it all the way out. So we'll end up tarping all the way down. But it would just be easier to do that than trying to just tarp those 4. Chain up in the front up here. These metal baskets, sometimes they want to slide around. So put a chain in the front there. Went through, double checked everything. Everything's banded to the pallets, but we still got a strap over everything. And then back here, this last little pallet, we got a strap over the top of it, and then a strap over the pallet in the back here. So that looks good there. But so next thing is we're going to dig out some padding, put some padding across these baskets. And then we're going to roll out the tarp. Tarp will come out to about where the light is right there. About half the trailer. Alright, I don't know where I left you guys. I think I showed you we were getting ready to tarp. We tarped our load. We've gone a couple 100 miles. We're almost in Des Moines, Iowa. We got about another 40 miles. That's I-70. I think that's I-70. But it might be 80. That's 80. That's I-80. I've lost. We stopped at this rest area. It is windy. Oh my goodness. It's windy. Stopped at this rest area to take Ding Dong out. And she didn't do anything. We'll run outside real quick. If you guys can hear me, we'll go see what we got. Tarp job's holding up pretty good so far in this wind. So that's not too bad. Alright, I'm going to stand in front of the truck. Stay out of the wind. But we'll go out and take a look here. The wind out here is brutal. Our tarp job's holding up really good. So everything looks good back here. Everything's riding pretty good back here. Let's double check this strap right here. You know what? I'm gonna get my winch bar out, tighten that up just a little bit. Let's check these. Those look good. And then usually under the tarp, I take and I push on the strap there. If they're not moving, that means everything in there should be riding pretty good. Let's go take a look again at the back here. Give you an idea how much this stuff bounces around. The reason I had to put the wood down is when it's an open hole like that, it'll dig a hole into the trailer. See right here? This stuff here is looking good. Yeah, it's hard to keep that from flopping. I'm gonna get the winch bar out. We'll tighten that up just a little bit. See these feet right here? See how these feet, this isn't as bad as the open hole digging onto the trailer. All right, let me fix that strap real quick. All right, I got it fixed. I actually put a little twist in there. So, and
you have 6 hours and 12 minutes of remaining
spend the night in Walcott. I read Mercer sent out a thing about fuel prices. Fuel prices went down last night, and they just sent out a thing that they're predicting that fuel prices go down 15 cents tonight.
Continue on I-80 east, 42 miles.
Alright. Make away, got about 200 miles to go. Alright, good morning. We made it to Walcott, Iowa last night. We're at the world's largest truck stop. Kind of pan around here so you can see how big the place is. Starting to be a little windy out here. Check the fuel prices. I usually get fuel over there across the street at the Pilot. And last night I said the fuel was going to go down about 15 cents. Well, it did. I stopped. I checked last night. It was $3.80 a gallon. That's my price, Mercer price. Woke up this morning. It was $3.67. So I looked around, and actually, over near Danville, Illinois, at the Pilot, it's like $3.57, $3.47. Anyway, it's cheaper. So we're going to go over to Danville and fill up some fuel. But got Bailey out for a walk. It's a nice, cool, brisk morning. I think winter is finally here. Alright, before we get going, let's check our load back here. I stopped last night, got out and looked. Everything's riding pretty good. So these were the straps I was dealing with yesterday. Now you see how I put a twist up in there? So these are riding okay. Walk down this side. Load of insulation. We're going to be picking up a load of that insulation next week. Go back out to South Dakota. Alright. Everything looks pretty good. Alright, we made it over here to Oakwood, Illinois. I got some fuel at the Pilot. It was not a very good experience. Oh, nothing works. Printer don't work. People waiting in line. Let's see here. I went 657 miles. Hang on a second. Okay, so I went 657 miles. I put 103 gallons in. So it's just a little under 6.5 miles a gallon. So that's pretty good. My price, Mercer price for fuel was $3.52 a gallon. And the pump price was $4.69 per gallon. I saved $122 on 103 gallons of fuel. That's pretty good. So fuel coming down a little bit. All right, we're gonna make our way over to that big rest area over in Ohio, which from right here is 302 miles away. But we're gonna stop somewhere and have lunch. I don't want to stop here. Man, this parking lot here, watch this. This parking lot is an accident waiting to happen. And there's no trucks in here. Not that he's a bad driver, it's just no room to park in here. That's why I don't stay in these Pilots or Loves, most of the Loves. It's just an accident waiting to happen. Right. That's enough of me complaining. So we got
6 hours and 29 minutes of remaining drive time.
We got 6.5 hours left of drive time. That guy just threw a bottle of urine on the ground. Oh man. You know, I woke up in a really good mood. I don't know why I'm grouchy. I woke up and I went and had a nice walk. We actually stopped. In another rest area, and I took her out for about 20 minutes, and we walked around.
In 500 feet, turn left onto County Road 1760 North.
Yeah, when they have parking like this and I can't get my trailer all the way back, those are my truck sticks way too far out. And freight guys,
Take the next left onto County Road 1760 North.
the
then turn left.
freight trailer guys, they can back their trailer up over the curb. Alright, that's enough of me complaining. I know I'm in a bad mood, but I can't do it, guys. So, let's get out of here. Let's find a rest area. We'll stop, make some lunch. Let's make our way over to Ohio. Yeah, usually I can go in and I print my fuel receipt after I get fuel. But the little printer thing was broken. There's about 10 people standing in line at the register. And I can print it off at another Pilot somewhere. Loves across the street, but I don't know what the price was. It didn't show up on my thing. Sometimes it's funny how across the street, oh man, there's a big bolt on the ground. see it on the ground back there. Alright. Let me listen to the radio and relax a little bit. Get going. Alright, we made it to New Paris, Ohio. I think we're in Ohio. It's right on the state line. I haven't been out here in a long time. And I haven't been on I-70 from Indianapolis over to Ohio. Oh my goodness, that's a rough road. Man, I just pulled in line here. I got to go outside and check to see what my load looks like. But this is where we're at. Anyway, we're at the Blue Beacon. I've decided that money I saved on the fuel, I will use it to get me a truck wash. I always feel better after I got my truck washed. So we'll get the truck washed. We still got about 150 miles to go to the rest area I want to go to. Hang on, guys here. Hang on. How you doing? How you doing? Classic wash. All right. Engine wash. Okay. Wax on the tractor, and you can go ahead and flash brighten it.
Doing just truck.
Truck and trailer. I'm sorry.
And trailer.
Yeah.
All right. Just there in just a minute.
Okay. Thank you. Yep. All right. We got the truck washed. Turned out pretty good. I know a lot of people say, oh, I should polish the tanks. Man, it takes a lot of work and time to keep them things polished. But old Dorsey trailer turned out good. I was walked back here while I was getting it washed. I got one problem I got to fix. I knew something had to move back here to rough those roads were. So you see that strap come off that bundle. That thing's banded on there. That strap held up good. This one's done good. This strap here, tighten it up. But all those metal pipe moved. Dorsey trailer turned out good. So it'd been what? I think about 3 years. 3 years now I've had the trailer. I haven't had any issues. So, none at all. Yeah, you can see how everything moved right here. So, I'll have to fix that mess. But everything else is tight. Push on these here. My tarp job's held up good. I'm kind of impressed with my tarp job. It's doing good. Alright. That's it. Maybe one day when I have a bunch of time, I'll polish those tanks a little bit. Oh. Alright. I gotta fix that back there. It's 5 o'clock. I'm gonna have some dinner. Feed Bailey. And then we got about another 150 miles to go before we call it quits today. All right, it's the end of the day. We made it over here to this rest area. We drove 538 miles today. And we got about a little over 300 miles to go tomorrow. So that's not too bad. This is a really nice rest area. That Ohio, I think we're near Hubbard, Ohio, on I-70. It's big. I usually have a parking spot. It's Saturday, and I usually don't stress over parking on Saturday, even Sunday. But the further east we're going, the more parking becomes a premium. I called the customer Friday, and they said we can park out in front of their gate So that's the plan for tomorrow. Got the truck washed. I fixed that load back there. I'm gonna go back there and check, make sure everything's riding pretty good. I was driving, I was thinking, I was like, how can Indiana have such roads that are so messed up and rough, and you come to Ohio and their Ohio roads aren't that bad? And it makes you wonder where all the money they spent or didn't spend on the roads go. And there's other states too that got rough roads. Mexico roads are getting really bad. I don't know what's going on, but it's no wonder stuff wears out on trucks, as rough as the roads are. What else was I going to talk about? I can't remember. I have to do better. You guys ask me a lot of questions on the comments, and I read almost every comment. I just don't have time to answer every comment. And I need to do better about maybe making a list of answering the questions when you come back and watch the next video. I'll try to do better on that. But other than that, everything else is going pretty good. So we'll call it quits for today. Take Bailey out. I'll put together the video, and we'll do it again tomorrow. Thanks for watching.